came out.
Yeah, so when I was flying, I remember I was in the air. I think I was coming on, like, we were doing a, like, technically like a right-hand pattern. And I was on, say, I guess in that case it would technically be like a really, really long base.
Yeah.
And during that time, I was so focused on like the wind just going because it was pushing me like really fast, and I think I was hitting like 70. Look at that. Sorry. I think I was going like 70, and I was like, yeah, 70. And then all of a sudden something hits my glasses, and I think that I thought I cracked something. I thought that maybe like something hit my glasses and I broke something. So I go to feel my glasses first. I'm like, what the heck? Are my glasses like snapped and they just miraculously break? So first of all, I start touching my glasses and I look at them, and then I figure out that they're intact. And then I look around to see what the heck hit me. I thought maybe it was like a bug or something. And then I find the bolt like wedged right on my side, like between my leg and the seat. And I pick it up. And I always do pre-flights, so I'd never seen such a shiny chrome bolt before, because all of ours are covered in what? Like that yellow film thing?
It's cadmium.
Yeah.
Cadmium.
Cadmium. Yeah, they're covered in cadmium. So, I was so confused. I was trying to figure where it came from, so I started putting it up next to other things to see if it was like from the choke, or from...
Yeah, that's where I thought it. That's the first time. I was like, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I thought maybe like it was from the handle of the choke or something. But then I was like, well, if anything, it's not any of my major goals keeping my airplane together. So that's why I started laughing, because I knew I wasn't in serious danger. I just thought it was funny that some random thing could be like flailing from my airplane, but I'm just flying normally because it's not really affecting the severity of my flying or anything, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then when I come on the ground, I think I ramble on about thinking it came from like outer space or something, or like the ISS or something, like
from the heavens.
It came from the heavens. But yeah, I was in the air, and when I was in the air, I was just holding it, and I felt like I wanted to get to the ground as soon as possible in case it was some important like engine bolt. But even then, it would have been greasy because most of the engine is like dirty, you know.
Uh-huh.
Anytime I touch the engine, my hands become like ick.
What did it turn out to be?
It turned out to be the bolt for my flaps, or like flap engine or motor or something. And I think you only figured that out after calling Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had no idea, but apparently maybe because I was using my flaps so much, because I was using it takeoff, landing, trying to be slow in the pattern, and I've used it more than I ever had previously. So I think just the constant use of it, like, kind of helped assist it and vibrate out of, or like unscrew itself, and it just kind of got stuck in the fabric of my wings, and eventually just like came out of the wing. What is it, dacron?
Well, I don't know if it got stuck in the fabric at all. It may have just come straight out of the flap motor and hit you in the face. Because its placement was right up in front, right where it would fall down and hit you in the face. You know?
Yeah.
We'll do a video, like when we get to the airport, we'll do a video of that. We'll just so you point it out. There. But now that you know what the flap motor, that it was a flap motor, do you think what would happen if the flap failed?
Nothing. I could still easily fly the airplane. If the flap failed, depending on what like a That was a little late for you to tell me that you're turning that way. Okay.
Can you conceive of the flaps failing in any way that could have caused a dangerous situation?
If the flaps themselves fell off, yes. If I'm close to stall speed, well, even then, having my flaps down makes my stall speed even lower. By like a few, like, what is it, 2?
Like about 3 or 4 knots.
Yeah. But even then, it could possibly make it easier for me to stall or something if I'm trying to be slow. But I don't think I'd ever get to that point. I don't think. What do you think?
No, I can't see so there's 2 of those screws that hold the internals of the flap motor together.
I mean, it could cause like shaking or something if it starts unscrew, or if both of the screws come out, then the thing could bang around and screw up the
Yeah, I think if both of the screws came out, then the flap motor would come apart.
yeah, and then maybe go into the propeller, and that would be bad.
Well, but it's inside the wing, you know.
Or something like that. Maybe if in that case it could make a hole, but like.
Well, I mean, it'd have to become apart and bang around there for an hour in order for it to escape the wing.
Exactly.
You know?
So.
But
I just don't think the chances of that happening are really high.
yeah. And even if so let's say the flap motor came apart, the flaps are going to fail in the up position, which is
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like flying with no flaps.
like, who cares?
Like as if I had no flaps.
Right.
If they were in the down position, that means they would have had to fail as I took off or as I was landing. So still no deal. Like there's nothing concerning about that to me.
Right. Did you feel after we discovered what happened and I fixed it, did you feel that there was some additional did you feel like there was some sort of oversight that we had overlooked? Do you feel like that we overlooked something important, or do you think that was just sort of a thing?
I don't really think it needs to be part of pre-flight if that's what you're saying. It could just be something that like every once in a while, maybe like at the beginning of like a big trip and at the end of a trip, you can check. Like, you know how on our trips, or like at the beginning of the day, and for me, I do from airport to airport, so rather than checking it at each stop, I could just check it in the beginning and check it at the end. Or just once, and then I think that'd be good. Or maybe just at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it took 7 years for it to wiggle out. You know, the first one. Yeah, I'd never checked it ever. You know.
Then I guess if it takes 7 years, then I don't think so.
I mean, we don't want it to wiggle out ever. So even if we checked it like sort of an annual inspection.
What's that like Loctite? That's like semi-Loctite. It's like not fully.
That's the blue Loctite.
Yeah, why don't we could just use that?
Yeah, I did. That's what I used.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to come out ever now.